Yeah. What's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy who was Hendo, and we back talking sports. So I want to talk about NBA, bro. Yeah, I want to talk about this thing right here, this logo, and these new NBA fans who don't do their due diligence in learning about the game, or think that they just know the game off of watching highlights instead of watching whole games, or just disrespecting the past eras of the game and not even knowing what they're talking about. Then you got some NBA YouTubers on here that just be lying about certain players that I had to expose. You know who you are. You got some of these NBA YouTube channels, some of these new NBA fans saying stuff like, we deserve to talk about the old generation. If anybody could talk about it, saying dumb stuff like this. Or, well, yeah, Kareem, he was a fraud. What are you talking about? The all-time leading scorer until LeBron passed him, 6 NBA championships, 11 all defenses, the greatest college basketball player ever, never lost, I don't think, dominant, 2 finals MVPs, 38,000 points, top 5 in points, I think rebounds, and rebounds. I'm not sure about blocks. I have to look it up. But what fraud? What are you talking about, bro? Did you look up or actually go watch Kareem in his prime with the Milwaukee Bucks, where he averaged 30 and 15 and won that chip with Oscar? You got people out here saying stuff like James Harden is better than AI. What are we talking about, bro? Or you got other people out here just lying, bro. You got some of these YouTubers just be lying to prove their point, bro. And they be getting these videos out here of them, you know what I'm saying, getting exposed, bro. I would be considered an old head in this NBA community now. Because you got so many young NBA YouTubers, or so many young NBA fans that, you know what I'm saying, think that they know it all. And the new generation, that. This is the most hardest era to score. No, the hell it ain't. How is it the hardest era to score in when there's so much space and it's so easy to get to the hole? And there's so many fouls called. If the game is faster, you're going to get more possessions. You're going to have more opportunities to score. The the game is from the perimeter now, so it's easy. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have way more pull up threes, catch and shoot threes, so on and so forth. In the 2000s, late 90s, 2000s, that's what I want to say. The 2000s, that was the closest. That was the slowest pace of game, bro. You still had traditional big men like Shaq, Tim Duncan, Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, who else? Uh, man, I can't even think. It was so many. Chris Webber, you know what I'm saying? Ben Wallace, Dikembe Mutombo. You know what I'm saying? You still had big men, traditional big men that was in the paint, clogging that paint up. That's why a lot of those players that played in the 2000s, they field goal percentage wasn't sky high. Like a 51, 52% field goal percentage nowadays, back in the 2000s, that was astronomical. because of how slow the game was. You basically had to score most of the game in a half court setting. It wasn't that many, even though it was, but it wasn't like today, or it wasn't that many transition up and down transition baskets like this and that. The game was a lot slower and it was more defensive oriented. You had like the hand checking during the beginning of the 2000s up until like '05. You had hand checking. So Kobe had to average 30, T Mac had to average 30, AI had to average 30 during hand checking. Bron had to average 30, 27, 28 during hand checking. You feel what I'm saying? You got a lot of these NBA YouTubers that don't respect the game, bro. And when I say don't respect the game, it's cool to like your era and everything like that. But that don't mean you gotta disrespect a past era, bro. And watching highlights do not mean that you know the game. Shit, going back and watching tape don't mean you just a avid expert and you know more than a person that played the game. That's my biggest gripe with a lot of these NBA YouTubers, bro. I played on my elementary team. I played on my middle school team. I tried out for my high school team, made it, but was too nervous and everything. And life happened, foster care, whatever, so on, so forth. Personally, if a player or something told me, bro, you ain't qualified to talk about NBA, I wouldn't get mad at it. I'd be like, well, okay, I still have an opinion though. That's all I would be able to say. You NBA YouTuber niggas, and it's a lot of y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking to. Y'all be thinking y'all know more than the players that played the game. I don't care what this nigga say, bro. You don't know more basketball than him, bro. You don't. And to me, if you ain't been watching basketball for at least 20 plus years, nigga, what? You don't know more basketball than me, bro. I've been watching basketball for 20 plus years, bro. 20, 25 plus years. I've been watching basketball since I was 4 or 5 years old. Like, homie, some of y'all, bro. Then I saw somebody say, I think my boy Two Ross said this. Somebody said Kobe going to the paint, LOL. That's how I know you didn't start watching to the 2010s. If you start watching basketball in the 2010s, don't come talking to me about on basketball. Cause all you niggas gonna bring up is advanced stats. I got into it with this nigga. This nigga talking about I said Wade deserved the '09 MVP over LeBron, which is my opinion. Brought my facts. This man said I said Wade had more points, he had more assists, he had a better field goal percentage. You feel me? More steals, more blocks, carrying more of a load. I won't say carrying more of a. I will kind of say that. You feel me? He didn't have as good of a defense or as the shooters that LeBron had, but LeBron and them won 66 games, and LeBron still was balling that year, and they both ended up in the top three of Defensive Player of the Year. So this man say, well, LeBron averaged he had a better value of replacement player and hype and PER. So nigga, so I just named you 8 stats that Wade was better in, and you come with some analytics talking about value of replacement player and PER. No, bro, that's not why he won the MVP. It's because he was the best player on the best team, bro. Y'all do not know what y'all be talking about sometimes. Like, and y'all don't like to learn, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with somebody enlightening you. I love the older people that's on my channel that enlighten me about the old times or disagree with me, be like, nah, I don't think that. You feel me? It's sort of like, and I'm sorry, bro. I said I wasn't gonna talk about this man no more, but it's sort of like when you don't believe that a certain person is the GOAT, and a fan base try to eviscerate you or try to like force you into thinking he's the GOAT or trying to give you information on why he's the GOAT. Listen, whether you think LeBron is the GOAT, Kareem, Kobe, Wilt, whoever you think is the GOAT, everybody has their GOATs. Why is it that one particular fan base gets so emotional when you say that you don't think he is the GOAT? Or God forbid he ain't second on your list? Dog, you cannot force somebody to believe what you believe. I've never in my life heard a Wilt fan get mad because somebody don't think he the GOAT, or or come at your family, say you want them to die, they fans to die or anything. Never heard that from a Jordan fan. Never heard that from a Kareem fan. I've only heard this from LeBron fans. And that gotta stop, bro, because y'all act crazy, bro. And I ain't even talking about no basketball. Y'all be I told y'all I did this video on here with a dude talking about MJ's son. Talking about that's why LeBron is better than MJ. Bronny was way better than Jeffrey at 22. Like, what? That has nothing to do with basketball, bro. This is what I be talking about, bro. That cannot happen. No other fan base does that, bro. But back to the NBA, back to these new age NBA fans and these NBA YouTubers, bro. And I'm gonna say this before I end this video. Check this out. Y'all gotta stop getting emotional because somebody won't ever pass Jordan to them. Jordan was shout out to Two Raw because I had knew about this. You feel me? Not knew about it, but I had read clippings, stories, watched videos of this. Jordan was being called the GOAT in the first three-peat. Bobby Knight, I think, said Jordan was the best player he ever seen. And Isaiah got mad. They was calling Jordan the GOAT in 93. So when somebody had said this to me, somebody come in and win 15 MVPs, 20 championships, blah blah this, y'all still gonna say Jordan is the GOAT? It's just a brainwash mentality. No. Nobody has done what Jordan has done, and that he's prolific. Nobody has accomplished what Jordan has accomplished in that short amount of time. Not Magic, not Bird, none of them, bro. And it's primarily for real the eye test. And he got the stats and the winning to back it up. And then for him to go undefeated in the NBA finals, he has the highest point per game average. He has the highest playoff per game average, the highest final per game average. I mean, what do you want people to do? He's the greatest of all time, bro. And there's nothing you can do about it. So you crying talking about people brainwashed because they think Jordan the greatest and ain't nobody ever gonna pass him. Bro, it's already been 30 plus years of Jordan getting called the GOAT. It's never gonna change. So let it go. It's never going to change, bro. This been Who Is Hendo with another video, man. I'm out.